Okay, well, it's difficult to run the Chessmaster software without seeing that. So, what I'm trying to do, oh, by the way, welcome back to my marathon, or should I call it subscribe-a-thon. So, I'm going to play around with the Chessmaster software. I started a game I'm trying to start a recording of a chess game. So I'm going to play a couple of games on the Chessmaster software. I'm playing Raj, who's at 1059. My score is 1149. Take the ratings with a grain of salt, because when I used to play the same software on the old Windows XP machine, I was able to play much higher rated. So it's the machine. I'm a little tired right now. It's after 2 o'clock in the morning. So again, please subscribe, and I will subscribe back especially if you're trying to reach the mandatory 1,000 subscription level that YouTube has thrust upon us. So welcome back to my subscribe-a-thon, marathon, begathon, and let's just continue this game. The game just started. It was only 10 minutes. Let me see. It's my last move was knight f3. This particular character in this software has a habit of taking a long time to move. There it is. So he's going to try to checkmate me right away. That's interesting. That's because I wasn't paying attention, so I have to do something about that immediately. Well, let's go ahead and do that. That's something I don't normally do. That's because I was playing around. I'm playing around with the software to record this, and I was just basically pushing pieces just to get it to, so I can see the screen and see if I can. In order for me to see what's being recorded, I actually have to minimize this, and it's just crazy. The Chessmaster software takes over the screen, and I have to hit the Windows button in order to get it to see. I can move this. I can see the arrow wants me to move it up, so I can do that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I suppose I could do it that way. Anyway, this Chessmaster software was actually designed for Windows XP when XP first came out. You can see the pieces are moving a little sluggishly. That's because I'm also running the open broadcast software. And by the way, I am talking low right now. It is, after all, almost 2:30 in the morning. So let's see if we can just get some pieces out here. Now I just blocked myself in. I can't even cancel right now. And it's something I never do. Let's see if we can do it anyway. Let's see if I can win anyway. Okay, see how the pieces are moving a little sluggishly? Well, let's continue to do something I never do. Put the knight on the rim, fork the queen and the bishop. And he puts me in check. Alright, I'll move it back. So when you play these characters on Chessmaster, I mean, it's great to have, you know, when you don't have nobody to play, it's great to have these pseudo characters that you can play. But generally speaking, you know, it is a computer program, so it plays completely different, and even it plays even differently when you play one character against another. I'll show you that sometimes in the near future. I'll start a tournament. So while I'm putzing around with this stupid program, nah, I shouldn't call it stupid. While I'm putzing around with this impromptu game, which I totally moved pieces. You know, by now I usually castled. I usually did all kinds of things. I just sort of threw this up there and I started moving pieces around. But we'll see what happens. I could usually beat this character. In any case, so as you know, especially if you're a YouTube creator or Google partner, as they call it, YouTube has suddenly thrust upon us the mandatory 1,000 plus subscriber level in order to stay monetized. And if you don't reach that 1,000 subscriber level and beyond it a little bit, by February 20th, they take away our monetizing tools. Then if you subsequently later on reached 1,000, they review it automatically, and you have to like apply or whatever. So I'm trying to avoid that, and I'm hoping to help you try to avoid it. Subscribe to me, I subscribe to you, and if I particularly, you know, find your channel very interesting, I will definitely share, you know, your videos on my Google. You know, I do that. Let me just do something different. I really shouldn't do that. I shouldn't move that pawn, but I'm just pushing pieces at the moment. Who knows, maybe I'll actually win. This character isn't a very good player, but he's one under the one that I usually have trouble with. So I've got a pawn and a knight. He's got 2 pawns. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and do that. Well, let's go ahead and do this. Oh, he's going to take the pawn. How stupid of me. Oh, what am I... Oh. Why would he do that? Why would he give me his queen? That's how silly this thing can play. You know, he's killing me and I'm doing all kinds of stupid things, and he goes and gives me his queen. Okay. So let's go ahead and make it possible for me to castle. He hasn't castled yet. If this was the next character, I'd be dead already. The way I'm playing, this is a shambles. My position is a shambles. Okay. Well, shambles or not, he's giving me a chance to come back. So, okay, so now he moves that. I'm going to get this knight back out there. He's determined to attack this pawn. But yet he gave away his queen. Well, what the hell? I got his queen. He got one of my rooks. Let's see. If he takes my bishop, I take his, whatever he captures it with, whether it be the knight or the bishop. And he takes and I take again. Alright, fine. I'm up in material. So one of the basic principles in beginning chess is that you the time to trade or to to trade off pieces, to capture, is when you're up, and I'm definitely up. So in fact he just gave me more, so I'm definitely up. So it's time, it's okay to trade. For example, if I move my knight here to b5 and let him take it, if he takes it, I'll just take his bishop and put him in check. So here. So you can see this particular character is not playing very well. The thing is that about this software is that the next character up is much better than this. So you take these with a grain of salt, these ratings. So back to the YouTube changing the rules, and he took the pawn instead, and he put me in check. That's interesting. Well, I could take it, and he could take my knight, or I could just refuse to take it. What if I refuse to take it? Let's just play around a little bit. I refuse to take it, because I refuse to stop protecting my knight, and he does that. Now here's the funny thing. He should have taken my knight. Check. Thank you for the rook. I'll give you my knight for the rook. That's okay. You know, it's one of those. You know, I mean, I probably should have just taken the bishop before, but again, I'm just playing around here. I'm sort of trying to beg you to subscribe to me, and I'm doing some silly moves here, things that I probably shouldn't be doing. I'm up in material, but my position is in a shambles. Let me see. Can I fix this position somehow? Perhaps. All right. Let me pull the knight back over here. This way I open up the rook to attack the pawn, and I think I'll do that right now. Oh, so he stopped me from doing that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the check. Well, yeah, but that was a stupid move for him to do, because now I can put him in check and take his rook. That's a skewer. Oh, no. Oh, duh. I just gave him my rook. You see, I'm tired. I totally blundered that rook away. Well, normally I'd beat the shit out of this character, but so anyway, all right. Well, we'll have to see if we can come back on this. Let me start with this. I gotta be careful of that pawn moving up. All right, check. Okay. Gotta be careful here. Even though I got the queen, I gotta be careful. All right, time for a sacrifice. Let me just take this pawn. So I open up the king so I can move out of the way of the check that's coming. If he moves it up here and I take whatever, I needed to escape. I needed an escape route. Since I'm up in material, it's okay. Okay, he didn't do that. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Because I can do two things. I can take... Oh, I'm almost out of time here. I can take that pawn, or I can put him in check first. I think I'll put him in check first, just for the fun of it. Now I'll take the pawn, let him take my bishop. Oops. Oh, I can't... Oh! Oh! I mean, oh! Ooh, okay. Okay. Okay, well... Then, see what, what's going on here is that I didn't realize I was pinned. I can't take the pawn. Okay, so I'll just move the rook, the bishop there, the knight there to capture the pawn if he queens. No problem. No problem. Now I'll take the bishop. Okay, now I put him in check. Boy, my position is such in a shambles. But nevertheless, well, he got a pass pawn. He's about to queen, and what do you call it? But we're both. I'm down to 4 pawns. He's down to 3 pawns actually. And I got a queen, he's got a rook, and I got a knight, he's got a bishop. So I'm still up, actually. It's kind of funny, actually. But I can't let him get that queen. So, oh shit. Alright, let's, oh, can't do that. Let's go ahead and do this. I got a minute left here. I gotta start moving fast. Usually I kick this character's butt, but you know, talking to you and just pushing pieces around just for the fun of it, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. There goes that pawn, no more queen. And now I can do this. Check. Takes. I take. After all those blunders I did, I'm still winning. Could you believe that? I should have lost this game the way I've been playing. All right, so I've only got 46 seconds left. Let's start making some moves. That's fine. Yeah. Queen, take, and now he's beat. If I can, oops, didn't mean to drop it there. Oh well. Check. If I can do this in 26 seconds, check. 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 Let's just take the pawn. Check. Okay. Yeah, here we go. I should have beaten him long ago, but I won this game though. Draw by insufficient material. Okay, so we'll do that again. We'll do that again, and this time you'll be able to see the beginning of the game, and I'll play better. But I should have won this game. It was ridiculous the way I was playing. Draw by your draw. You drew and blah blah blah. Don't give up though. A draw isn't usually this, that, and the other thing. Current position, opening used, worst move. I decreased by 5 points because I'm playing somebody much lower rated. I actually decreased by 5. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to play the same guy. And we'll increase the time because I'm tired and I'm drinking. And please subscribe. I will try to bring you more chess videos. I'm even considering a little bit of videos on the telescope itself. Even though I said in my last video that I'm not going to be doing any astronomy videos. If you're interested in knowing how a telescope works and some various technical things about a telescope, let me know in the comments. I can certainly do that, even if I'm not taking the telescope out to project the sun and stuff like that. In fact, I'm thinking about doing that soon anyway. So I'm going to bring this up to 14. Make it 15 minutes. Okay. Let's play for real this time. Let's. Oh, that's not a problem. There we go. It's a little sluggish, I noticed, because of the recording software, and that's what he decides to do. I'm just going to bring the knight out. Again, YouTube is mandatory, has given us a mandatory 1,000 subscription in order to keep our monetization. Oops. And this is a begathon, subscribe-a-thon, and I'm hoping that and again I will reciprocate in a subscription that you give me. As soon as I get the notification that I get a subscription, I go to the channel and I subscribe in reciprocal. And I've actually subscribed to some before they even subscribed to me. When I saw the question, look at this. He puts his knight out there for what? Why did he want me to take his knight? Fine, I'll take it. I mean, that was a foolish sacrifice. It might mess up the position in the center, but I got a knight out of it. Now I'm up. So again, the basic principles of chess. One of the basic principles of chess is you sacrifice or trade off pieces when you're up. When you're down, you shouldn't trade off pieces. When you're up, you can. As you can see, he's taking his time to move. He takes it with the queen. I wonder if I should screw him further because he used his queen instead of a pawn. I could put my knight here, and he would not dare capture it because I just take his queen. I could also move this pawn a3 and might entice him to take my knight. I'll just take his bishop anyway. Let me do that. Did I predict that one or what? There we go. I want a castle, so I'm going to move my bishop out of my way. He moved his knight there, by the way, which means that I would have less defense on this square, but I have a bishop there now, so I can still move my knight there, and he would still have a problem. What did he take? A pawn? He's giving me another. He's giving me another piece. Why would he do that? Okay. So you can see the captured pieces here on the bottom, next to my face. I'm pretty sure my face is over here somewhere. You can see that I've got 2 bishops and a knight, and he's got a knight and 2 pawns. So he's definitely down in material. Come on, Raj. Make a move. I've got a full 2 minutes over him. Well, it'll be full in any second now. 2 minutes full. So I got 2 full minutes over him. Make him lose on time this time. I'm hoping to checkmate him before he loses on time, though. So the reason I have a lot of chess software and a lot of chess programs, and the reason for that, one of the reasons for that is because the lack of the lack of people I have to play with in real life. So I gathered a lot of software. Chessmaster was the first one. Trying to play different programs that play completely differently. I can show you one that there's an engine called Easy Peasy. It's on the it starts with an M chess program that I win usually within a minute and a half or 2, sometimes 5, whatever. But the point is that the idea is to try and play as many different types of players as possible, even though I don't have any actual humans. And the thing is that when I do actually play humans, it turns out to be a lot different. But in any case, there's actually a the new thing out there, with new AI out there, has beaten Stockfish. So anyway, let me see, what do I want to do here? I think I want to threaten his queen. Sure, why not? He moves it there. Well, that was a silly thing for him to do. Although I guess he's going to be forced to capture if I do that. I mean, if I move my knight here to e5, he's going to capture it with the knight because he doesn't want me to capture his queen. And I'll take his knight. But then again, no, because here is what they call a discovered attack. If I move my knight here, even if he takes my knight, I'm not going to take his knight. I'm going to take his queen because I'm opening the attack on the bishop. So here we go. So attacking his queen in 2 ways, with the bishop and the knight now. So if he takes the knight, it's stupid of him because I'm going to take his queen. Knowing the way this character played, he did it anyway. What a dummy. Okay, sure, go ahead, take my bishop. I don't care. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, this character doesn't play very well. Alright, let me see. Oh, sure, I'll take the knight. So I'm way ahead of material, and especially since I've got more time on the clock. I should, even though I'm drinking and it's going on 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm begging you to subscribe to me, and begging you to tell your friends about subscribing to people in order to get them to 222. I seem to be saying the word 2 a lot. In order for them to get their 1,000 mandatory subscriptions that YouTube has thrust upon us. So let me do something else. I see a little bit about teaching you how to play chess against a character that doesn't really know how to play. I'd like to try and fork these 2 rooks. Let's see if I can do it. Now, a better player and a better character, a higher rated chess program even, would not see this coming. But if I were to do this, and he were to push that pawn, you know, the f pawn to f6 to attack my bishop, I would take with the e pawn, and then I would take back with the bishop, and then I would be forking his rooks. Let's see if he falls for it. Let's see if this character in this program plays that stupidly. Oh, he didn't do it. Okay. Well, he gave me the rook anyway. What the hell? What a dummy. Here, I'll take the rook. Fine. A better move would have been for him would have been to move that rook out of the way, and then push the pawn. Okay, so I guess just for the sake of yeah, all right, just for the sake of making sure that pawn doesn't go too far. He's beat. I've got I've got a queen and 2 rooks to his rook. I got 5 pawns to his. He's got all 8 pawns. So, well, now he's got 7. Oh, excuse me. And he'll be having 6 in a minute. So, but yeah, I'm way overpowering him. Normally, in the principles of chess, you would capture towards the center. But in this case, I'm going to capture away from the center because I don't want to open up this pawn to that rook. And if he captures that pawn with the rook, I can capture him back. So I'm going to go against some of the basic rules, basic principles of chess, and capture away from the center. So for more basic chess lessons and things like that, please visit my channel. I have Chess Academy, Chess Academy 2, 2.1, whatever, and Chess Academy 3, which uses this software a lot, especially in the 2 and 3, with Josh Waitzkin's academy, to teach you how to play chess right from how the pieces move to pawn structure to all of the integral, make you a better player immediately. I think I'm just going to checkmate this guy pretty quick. So let's go ahead and let's start the checkmating. I probably missed the checkmate already, but I'm just going to start doing this. Oh, I could have just put him in check. He wants to attack my queen? Really? You know what? Here, take my rook. I dare you. Well, alright, check. And pin the rook. And I don't know. Here, attack the rook. Oops. Attack the rook. Take the rook. Oh, I should have taken it with the queen. Oh, see, I'm being silly now. That's all right. Check. Check. All right. I missed my turn checking, and it'll tell me. I had this many opportunities to checkmate. But anyways, we'll just. Oh! What did I just do? I did the chess sin. I got myself into a stalemate. I had so much power. I should have checkmated him, and I sinned by getting a stalemate. Well, I decreased by 4 points because I should have checkmated. Oh man! So this is what happens when you're tired, drinking some wine, chatting with somebody you're trying to beg to subscribe. Well, here's the thing. When you have a winning position and you've got so much power and you're cocky, you got to be careful because that opponent is going to say, well, I know I'm beat. I'm going to try to get you to make a foolish move and go for a stalemate. And that's exactly what he did. So lesson number 1 in playing a weaker player. Okay. We'll do it a third time. And this time we will win. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, if I win, it's up to 12. If I lose, it's minus 20. So I can't even gain my points back. I should use my cheat character, the rate booster, but that's okay. This is these videos are for, you know, having a little fun and trying to get people to subscribe and to have a little fun and joking around. And obviously, I should have won that game. It's really funny that I put myself into a stalemate. But these are the lessons, you know, these are the things that happen in real games. You know, like when players are, you know, get like just as the position that I had, where I had so much power, I had the queen, he didn't, and all that stuff. I had material advantage galore, and I foolishly got cocky and got myself into a stalemate. That actually does happen in real games with humans. I'm gonna get a little cocky anyway. I'm gonna take that pawn. Start with my material advantage right away, and he's gonna get cocky and move his queen out right away. And I'm gonna move my knight right back again, attack his queen, and protect this pawn. Even though the rook is already protecting it, but I want a castle. If I want a castle, I don't want to leave that pawn unprotected. Alright, you're not going to stalemate me this time, Raj. I'm even going to go out for another glass of wine. And I'm still going to kick your ass. Oh, is that what you're going to do? Fine. I'm just going to continue to develop. Or maybe I should do something else. Maybe I should chase his knight away. Let me see. If I chase his knight, where would it go? Yeah, I'll chase his knight away. Is he going to put me in check by taking his pawn? No. He's not. But I'm going to take the knight anyway. I got to be careful of this now. See this? He's aiming at this pawn. Really? No, that's interesting. Alright, you want to be cocky about it. So I'm going to lose my castling privileges on that side. I'm going to chase his queen away. So, what did I mean by losing my castling privileges on that side? It's because if I move my rook on that side, I can no longer, even if I move it back, I can no longer castle on that side. And if I move my king at all, any time in the game, I can no longer castle at all. So I lost my castling privileges on the king's side. That's not a problem. I'm going to get out of this. He's gonna lose that queen. If it kills me, he's gonna lose that freaking queen. He's pissing me off. I moved my pawn in order to develop my bishop. Develop is one of the major, chess principles. And he moved his king, which means he just freely gave up his right to castle. So I guess he thinks that I have no right to castle either. But if I get my queen and my other thing, I can still castle on the queen side. But I may not want to anymore because that side is all open now. But in any case, we're going to go ahead and let me see. We're going to get this bishop out of here. Or I could attack his queen again. Yeah, I'm going to get cocky. I'm going to attack his queen again. I don't normally play like this, but this is funny. Maybe I should get my wine while he's get thinking about moving. You know, I could pause it, or I could just let the clock run. Next move. I'll count on him taking forever to move. Now, I just wanted to let you see. You'll notice that my bishop is protecting the knight, but so is my rook. So what can I do here? What can I do? What can I do to threaten him? Let me see. Let me pull my bishop back here. I want to attack this pawn because my knight is already attacking this pawn. I'm going to attack this pawn with the bishop too. He's probably going to take this pawn and attack my knight. That's alright. Let him do it. So I'm already a knight up anyway. I mean, I could actually give the knight back. But he didn't do that. He didn't do that. I could attack his rook by taking... Yeah, I can fork his rook and his bishop. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. See, he can't take my knight because my bishop is protecting the knight. All he can do is hope that, you know, move his rook so that I don't take his rook. Oh, he's going to do that, is he? Oh, I see. I didn't even think of that. Well, we're going to postpone the attacking. We're going to postpone his ability to take my rook. We're going to just move the king out of the way. Now, you know, again, I'm not playing like I normally play. I'm putzing around and I'm getting myself into trouble. But I want you to notice something. I want you to notice that, you know, one of the principles of chess, at the beginning of opening chess, is to develop your pieces. Notice that. Well, that was strange for him to do. Well, you know, I can't take his bishop because I'll be in check. But notice that his bishop back here is just trapped. It's like he never developed. He never moved the pawn out of the way. That sort of thing. All right, so I could take the rook now. Then he's gonna put me in check. Actually, that would be checkmate. I gotta be really careful. Oh wow, look at that. Well, I'll tell you what. Here's the protection, right here. Now I move my pawn out of my way so that I can get my bishop out. That's a developing move. At the same time, I'm going to protect that pawn. So if he captures now, I can capture back. See, so the fact that this bishop can get out and he can't, the fact that I can do this, see, and I'm just going to take it. And now he doesn't have a checkmate move anymore. But you know, he did manage to. Oh, he's gonna do that. He did manage to save his rook. Although I could take it now and let him take my bishop. You know, I'd be up in material. I'm up in material already, so but I could do that. I could do that. What else can I do? I can take that pawn. You know what? This whole game is ludicrous to me. I've been playing like never played this way before, but I'm just gonna let him do it. What is he gonna do? Is he gonna take the bishop? What's he gonna do? Is he gonna take the rook? Let me have his queen? What is he gonna do? He's playing foolishly. I don't even know what to do anymore. Okay. So he didn't take the bishop. That's kind of strange. So he's going to try and checkmate me again. Well, I see. He's got checkmate ideas. I see. Well, I'll just either move the queen here or move the rook here, and he won't be able to do that anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna move the queen here because his king is right there, and I'll be putting him in check. Oh, that was pretty funny of him. That is definitely pretty funny of him. What does he have in mind? Let's see. Well, I'll take it with the king. You know, I can't take it with the bishop because, you know, it'll be check. So that's an illegal move. I'm going to take the knight. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I don't know why he did that. That's the end of that story. Oh, he puts me in check. I see. Let me see. Well. Alright. So he's got my knight. Alright, so he got me. Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, take the knight. He didn't take the knight. He thinks he's going to get my queen? This is hilarious. This really is hilarious. He's just postponing it. He's just continuing to postpone the inevitable. Although I'm talking and I actually have less time than he does now. Alright, we're going to have to do something. I need more wine. Please subscribe. And maybe I'll do some more of these humorous... he actually did that? Wait, what did he take? What was there, a pawn? Really? Are you serious? Wasn't that a pawn? What was that? I don't even know. Oh, yeah, it must have been a pawn because that's all he's got is 3 pawns. I mean, I should just take the bishop and let him have my rook. Yeah, all right. Yeah, he's sacrificing way too much. He doesn't understand the principle of you know, capturing when you're up. He's definitely down. So he's only got a queen there. So I could start futzing with him. Maybe I should get my knight out of there, out of the back rank there. I'm thinking about trading queens, just for the fun of it. Sure, why not? I took it with my rook because I have a plan. He might get my knight after all, but... Oh, okay. Watch this. This is how stupid he is. He still didn't take that pawn. I mean, you know, I'm in danger here, and I've been ignoring it. And he takes a pawn? Really? I've had enough of this stupid shit. Double check. I see, I move my bishop out of the way. And I take his pawn and put him in check with the bishop and the rook at the same time. And now I'm going to get my rook out of danger. And you know what? I'm gonna go even further than that. I'm going to play around here. I got I got 6 minutes left. I'm going to do something that I probably didn't really want to do. I'm going to go ahead and trade rooks. Oh, he shouldn't have done that. I'll tell you why. If this had been a better player, a better program, or a better character, he should have taken this pawn. Because even if he let me keep my rook, he would have gotten a queen. That's how stupid I am. That's how silly this game is. I don't normally play like this, but that pawn has to go. But he could have gotten a queen. He would have, I'm not playing very well because I'm putzing around. I'm joking around with this silly character. Yeah, the better move would have been to take the pawn and get his queen. He missed that, and because of that, he's going to lose this game now. So I've got 5 minutes left, and I didn't get my wine yet. Well, I'm going to take it. And I'm going to leave my bishop there, because if he gets down here, I'm just going to take it. So let's get this knight out of the back. Oops. Let's get this knight out of the back. Yeah, that ain't going far. I'm just going to start pushing. And that ain't going far at all. I'm going to protect the square. And I'm going to take that pawn because he's going to get a queen if I don't. And this is the end. And protect the bishop. And get a queen. Wait, make sure that it's not a stalemate. Okay, queen. Alright, now we start playing for real here. Alright, let's make sure I don't stalemate him this time. Check. 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 I think this is mate. No, it's not. Wait, what just happened? It's supposed to be showing me the screen. Congratulations, you checkmated him. Maybe I double clicked on the mouse by accident. It's checkmate. I probably leaned on the mouse button and it probably... Yeah, I thought I saw the screen pop up and then it disappeared. Let me see, maybe I can bring it back up again. Well, I guess that's what happened. I don't, it's checkmate. So I won with 4 minutes and 23 seconds left. So, even though I putzed around and I'm tired and joking around and wasn't playing exactly like I normally play, I was able to beat this character. So, to show you where that character is, this is Raj, supposedly 1059. The next one is Berry, and I usually have trouble with her, but I've beaten her. I've even beaten Jeff. But in the old computer, um, the processing power definitely makes a big difference, because I've played as high as I've beaten Willow. I've even played Joey lots of times, and I play better now than I did when I played him. And you know, so the difference in the computer is a major difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Jeff. So I'm going to skip over Barry, who I actually have trouble with. I'm going to play Jeff to show you if I stop and concentrate, um, and try to play for real. You know, hopefully I'll actually be able to beat it. But again, I'm tired and drinking, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to go with 15 minutes. We're going to go with 16 minutes. And we're going to press OK. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to not start the game right away. I'm going to get a glass of water. I hope you don't mind me walking away from the camera. Because actually there is a pause function on this software somewhere, but I just don't know where it is at the moment. I need to get a glass of water and a glass of wine. I'll be back. So, I hope I'm not boring you to death with this subscribe-a-thon. Again, a lot of you, many of you, YouTube, what I guess you would call them Google partners, have received the same email I've received, or something similar to it. And we are forced to have 1,000 subscribers. Of course, there's a lot of YouTube channels out there that have long surpassed, and their YouTube channels are awesome. We all have subscriptions to those. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some more wine. I'm going to put a little ice in my wine. I'm going to do the mortal sin of putting ice in wine. I self-dilute. Make sure I don't drink too much, even though I drink too much anyway. So, yeah, so YouTube slapped us in the face. Really, it's Google, because Google bought YouTube, or YouTube bought Google. I forget which way. Well, I think Google bought YouTube a few years ago. And they started changing things so fast that we couldn't keep up. So, let me just take a sip of the wine and I'll start the game. Alright, so I'm playing a character now that I can't really play around with. I have to play a little better. There is a good chance that I might lose this game because I'm tired and stuff like that, but okay, let me see now. So I have a choice to either here or here. I've always had bad luck with this. I'll tell you why. Putting the bishop here is saying that I want to attack this pawn, and there's a trap that is well known now, and it's obviously when you're playing a computer, even though it's a lower character, he knows that trick, so he's got to wait to get out of it. I can try it, but I think this time, I'm just going to go ahead and do this. And he does that. I'm going to castle right away. And he castles right away. Okay, I'm going to chase the bishop. If he takes, I'll have to take with the pawn. So I need about 110, 120, subscribers within 30 days. In other words, I was 110 away at the time of the starting this, or 112 away. But of course, again, they want you to surpass, and he took it. So I'm going to take with the pawn on this side so that I capture towards the center. So the idea is that the email stated about surpassing the threshold, and I understand why, because if I just reached 1,000, or if you just reached 1,000 at the deadline, the subscriptions vary. They come and go, within hours sometimes. So if you reach 1,000, it might drop back down to 999 or 998 within hours. You never know. So the idea is to surpass the threshold so that you have a buffer, so in case somebody else unsubscribes to you, which has happened quite often. In fact, I've noticed on my channel. But I've gained overall, over the years, but not thousands. Like some of these people, and hundreds of thousands like others. Lots of cool channels out there. I wish I could make some videos like some of these kids do. But so the idea is to try and get more than the threshold within the 30 days, so that you have that buffer, and then you I think they said they automatically stay on the monetization. Now, if we lose the monetization, if we don't reach the threshold of 1,000, then they terminate your monetization, and then if later on you reach it, they automatically reevaluate, reconsider, and that sort of thing. And then I think you have to reapply. I'm not exactly sure. I think you have to reapply for monetization. It's a big freaking hassle, and I don't want to deal with it. So I don't think you do either. But it's not just this. It's not just the subscription. If you find my content, even though I'm an old boring man, if you find my content somewhat interesting, or if somebody wants to learn how to play chess, share the channel. Promote it somehow, and I would do the same for you. I did it for the painter guy. I did it. I got to do it for a couple other subscribers I just recently got too, but I haven't gotten around to it. But I'll do it within the next couple of days. The idea is a single subscription. My subscription to you and your subscription to me is just one out of the 100 and something I need. So if we could all help each other by not just subscribing, but also sharing the channel, sharing some of the whatever it is, to entice other people to see the channel and perhaps even subscribe, so that it wouldn't be just my subscription that you'll be getting. It'll be people that I show the channel to, hopefully. So let me see now. I have to do a little bit more concentrating than usual on this, because I am playing a character that can potentially beat me. I'm going to develop my bishop, although there's a hole here that I should develop it too. I have to think a minute. I also want to attack his queen, but I'll move his pawn up, then I'll move it back here, protecting the king a little bit better. Yeah, I'm going to ignore the fact that I could fianchetto this bishop if I wanted to. I'm going to go ahead and pull it out here. So in your comments and stuff like that, let me know. Do you want to see some more educational chess videos? Do you want to know about telescopes? And do you want to, whatever it is that you are thinking of, what you would be interested in. I have to protect that bishop or pull it back. I think I can pull it back now to the original idea of attacking that pawn. This way it's protected by this pawn. I think next I'm either going to move this bishop back here or I'm going to attack his queen, but I have to do something about this knight. I could chase it. I don't like leaving this pawn out there, but I could chase it. But putting the pawn out there also leaves room for the king to escape. He does have his own pawn in his own way, so I should leave that pawn there to block him from trying to put the queen there to attack this pawn. Because sometimes I get checkmated here easily. But if I intentionally make him... He just gave me his knight. How strange is that? He's attacking my queen. How strange is that? Okay, I'll take it. Okay, move this pawn up there. He's getting his bishop out. Gotta be careful here. If I move my bishop here, he's going to take this pawn. It is a double pawn. Not so sure I care about it being there. It might even be in my own way. But that'll be fun to tease him with this. But I also want to get my knight over here. I need to move this bishop somewhere. $12.50. He's got 10.38, so I've still got some time on him. I don't know. Maybe I should do something with the queen right away. Maybe I should protect this pawn. It's not a good idea usually to make the queen as a guardian of a pawn. But in this case, I think I might. No, I don't like that idea either. So this rook is pinned. What if I think slowly? What if I move the queen here? Find out what he does, and then I could move the bishop here. Let me try that. Yeah, let me try that. This way I can get the bishop out of the way if I wanted to. So if you're enjoying this idea of watching me play chess, even though I'm tired and not playing as well as I usually do, let me know in comments. And again, if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe, and I will definitely return the favor, and let me know what you want to see. Oh, so that's what he wants to do. He wants to trade. Well, I'm already up. So, you know, the time to trade. So he's making a mistake because the time to trade is... he wants me to triple my pawns. Triple pawns is not a cool thing. But the time to trade is when you're up. And I am up. But if I do that, he'll take it with the pawn, and that'll open up his rook. So that could be a detrimental thing. Let me think. What if I threaten his queen right now? What can he do? He can't do shit, can he? I could also move the bishop back here, and this pawn is protected because of the queen. And if he takes the bishop anyway, I would undouble my pawns. I like that idea, but I also like the idea of threatening his queen right now. So if I threaten his queen right now, where would he go? He only has one place to go if I do that, and that would be here. So he would be forced to move to a5. So is there anything I can do to threaten him again on a5? I could. So do I move my bishop back now? Or do I threaten the queen first? I think I threaten the queen first. I really want to do both. And then one of my problems in my chess playing is I have a habit of not, you know, I want to move that piece now, and it's like too soon. So I'm trying to get over that, and I'm drinking, and it's late. I'm gonna do what I said. I'm gonna go ahead and threaten his queen. Now I have less time than him. I was talking and was thinking about it so much. So the next couple of moves I make, I have to make them a little bit faster. Ah, he took the bishop. How strange is that? He's actually giving me his queen. Are you serious? Oh, hell. Fuck. I mean, excuse my French. I'll take the queen. That was a blunder, I think. Does he have something? You know, like, you gotta watch people, when you're playing a human being. When they sacrifice a queen like that, you really got to be careful. There might be a trick up their sleeve. And now he wants to threaten my knight. What is he doing? Oh, he's looking for this fork. No, I'm gonna keep that. He's gonna continue to keep that bishop there. I'm gonna take the knight. This is funny. This is funny. He could take my bishop. I don't care anymore. I got his queen. This is funny. I'm pretty sure that that was a blunder, and I'm pretty sure that even in my tired and slightly wine buzzed state, I think I'm going to win this game, unless I really blunder bad. Because I believe that was a blunder on Jeff's part. I was really surprised that he. Okay, so he decides to save his bishop. Now I could either save my bishop, or I could attack his bishop again. I choose to, well, yeah, that would be silly because, well, not really. Not really because I'm up. But just for the sake of argument, just for the sake of doing it, I'm going to save my bishop. And then I'm going to attack his bishop. Oh, that's what he's up to. So he's making me move twice. He's making me lose a tempo. I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. All right. All right. Fine. 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 Goodbye. Yeah, we either trade bishops or you save yours again. Huh? We're trading bishops. Ah. Here's a lesson for you. What he just did, for those of you who are not well what's the word I'm looking for? Versed in chess. What he just did was give me an opportunity for an en passant. I could take his pawn with this pawn by moving it to c6, taking it in en passant, if I wanted to. But I'm not going to because I want to undouble this pawn. I'm going to take it with that pawn instead. Now I no longer have double pawns, but he's going to take this in anyway. Probably with this pawn. He's probably going to take that. And then I'll take this pawn with the knight. Yeah, I'm so much in material here. He's got two bishops and a knight and a pawn, and he moved forward. And I've got two bishops and knight, and a knight and a queen and a pawn. So I mean, I've got a knight and a queen over him. So it really doesn't matter what he does anymore. I'm just gonna steamroll over him. He's trying to pass this pawn. It's just not gonna happen. I'm gonna go ahead and let him try, because I've got the queen here and I got the rook here. If he moves it up here, I'm just going to take it anyway. So let me think. I'm just going to go ahead and take the center pawn. Even though I'm doubling the pawns, it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to get this pawn, unless he moves his rook here. So if you enjoy this sort of playing the Chessmaster, let me know in the comments, and subscribe, and I'll do more of this in a more serious mode. So he's going to get that pawn that way. I'm going to go ahead and take this pawn. Let him take that one. That's okay. Now, I have a choice. I can take this pawn with the rook, or I can take the pawn with the knight and threaten his rook, which means that he'll take this pawn, so I'm not going to do that. But if I do take this pawn with the rook, he'll take this pawn, and if I take his rook, he'll take mine. Again, I'm way up. I could trade rooks right now if I wanted to. But is there a better move? Okay, so if I take with the rook, I'll be leaving this row, this rank, free for him to do this. I don't really want him to do that, so I'm not going to do that. But if I move my knight here, I will not only be protecting this with both the rook and the knight, but I'll be threatening his rook. I think that's a good move. Oh, duh. There goes that pawn. Oh well. Wasn't thinking. That's alright. That's quite alright. That's perfectly fine. Because I'm so far up in material that it's pathetic. So I'm gonna go ahead and offer the trade. Yeah, he's moving this pawn because there's a back rank mate threat here. If he moves that rook out of the back rank. So I guess it's time to either get rid of that pawn now, or not exactly now, but like threaten to get rid of that pawn now, or get off the pot. So let's start thinking of a way to do that. All right. I can threaten his rook. I can threaten the pawn. Oh, I'm running out of time. Okay, I'm gonna stop thinking so long. See, this is what I. Oh, well, how stupid of me. Okay, fine. I gotta stop talking now. Okay. Sure, take my knight. I don't care. I have to start moving fast now because I'm talking so much that I'm running out of time. And it's one thing I don't want to do is lose on time. But losing on time is such a pain in the ass thing to do, especially when you're up in material. It's an embarrassing thing. Let me get rid of that pawn so I can think straight. Okay, now we're okay. Alright, we're just gonna start moving up. We're just gonna get a queen and get rid of his rook. He's gonna take that pawn, I don't care. Let him take it. Oh, he didn't take it. Well, we're gonna go ahead and protect it then. As long as he's not taking it. What you gonna do now, mofo? Do it this way. Yeah, you ain't going nowhere. Yeah, gotta take it. Thank you. Okay, so quickly now, let's figure out how to quickly checkmate this motherfucker. Mofo. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and move it over here. And we're gonna go ahead and check. I don't know. I'm trying to think fast because I got 3 minutes. 3 minutes is not a lot. It's not a short time. Check. And mate. So I beat a character that I normally have trouble beating when I'm totally sober. As long as I thought about it and was careful. So if you like these sort of videos, please subscribe. I will reciprocate. We're trying to reach the 1,000 subscriber threshold that YouTube has thrust upon us. So let me read this to you in case you can't see it. Impressive! You won in a categorical manner against Jeff. Game type is dominated by white. So I dominated the game percentage by 39%. I don't know why they say dominated and they only talk about 39%. But anyway, again, you got to take these words with a grain of salt, because I've noticed the software has some strange things about it. Starting from move 10, opening used, 4 knights opening, double Spanish variation. I didn't even know I did that. You know, best move for me was 34, B6, increase of 2 points in 0.81. I had 2 mate opportunities. That's impressive, because usually, even when I'm sober, I miss a lot of mate opportunities. And, you know, usually I have like 5 mate opportunities, or even 6 or 7. I only had 2 mate opportunities, so I missed the mate opportunity. I didn't notice. I don't know where that is. So let's take a look at move number. What was it? Best move 34. So 34 was way back, B6. Let's take a look at that in a minute. Best move 34, B6. Main opportunities 2, suggested opponent, and all that stuff. Okay, so my standard rating is increased by 21 points, and now 10. Okay, fine. So move 34, right? Okay, so let's look at move 34. All right. I'm trying to get this thing to scroll back one. So move 34. All right, so he moved. He moved B5, and I moved B6. That was my best move, really? Okay, I'm pretty good at end games, because but this Chessmaster software has the Josh Waitzkin's Academy, and he does focus on end games. So I guess it's kind of conducive to the idea that I learned a lot from this software. I highly recommend, if you could find this software in a thrift shop, or somebody selling it online or something. I don't recommend the downloadable stuff. Download Chessmaster. I've never had any luck with that. I've never even been able to download a viable version of it. It's always somebody who's got full of viruses. Don't bother trying to download it. Find it somewhere in a thrift shop or game store, or something to that effect, or somebody has it and selling it. It really did help me in my endeavors to play chess better. Chessmaster was the first piece of software that I had that actually taught me. I got it like close to 20 years ago. It's an old piece of software, I started with the Chessmaster 9000, which worked with XP, and then when the XP started to fade out, 9000 wasn't working very well with Windows 8, and then I ended up buying Chessmaster 10th edition, which is what this is, almost 20 years ago. I already had 9000 in Best Buy for like $10, and then years gone by, I got a computer with Windows 8, and I'm running Windows 10 now. And 9000 didn't work well with. Well, I worked okay with Windows 8, but when I got Windows 10, the Chessmaster 9000 didn't work well at all with it. But the 10th edition did. So, and obviously I'm playing it now, and I'm actually recording it with video software running at the same time, so it's obviously working fairly well. But in any case, there it is. So that was this game. Again, if you enjoy, let's get to the end. I was going to play the whole thing. I wanted to just go to the end. If you enjoyed this game and watching me play it, please subscribe. Let me know in the comments if you want to see more of this sort of thing. If you don't like it, if you want to see less of it, or perhaps a shorter version of it, or something to that effect, or if you want to see some variation of maybe playing some stronger players, where I get my ass kicked. Yeah, I could do that. Please subscribe. I will subscribe back. I'm going to make an attempt at stopping this video without yeah, Okay. Without any major, so you can see my recording software underneath there. So please subscribe, and I will subscribe back and share videos. If you want me to subscribe to you, again, if you're subscribing to me for this reason of trying to get the, I automatically will subscribe to you. But if you have something specific you want to tell me about your channel and you want me to promote yours as well, absolutely, you know, you want to leave a comment and let me know if there's something specific that I can do a little extra, you know, to help to thank you for subscribing to me, and thank you for sharing my videos with others to get them to subscribe to me as well. By all means, please do that. But yeah, if you subscribe to me, I normally get a notice that I have a new subscriber, and I will reciprocate as soon as I get that notice. Thanks again, and let's help each other out. Let's get YouTube to eat their words. Thank you.